Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and today we're going to take a look at the Akashic Records to see what message Source has for you. It is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means that it is meant for someone else. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. If you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, Libra, all 12 zodiac signs will have their Akashic Records reading up by Thursday. With all of that said now, let's begin. We are tapping into the Libra collective now, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What would the Akashic Records like Libra to know at this time? And if you're curious to know what day I'm doing this reading, I'm recording this on May 17th, 2026. For the Libra collective here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your message at this time, dependence. And at the bottom of the deck, we have obligation. There's something or someone you are clinging to, and it's keeping you from stepping into your light. You have everything you need to succeed, and the only approval you need is your own. At the bottom of the deck, obligation. Stop telling yourself you should. When you cater to others or to unnecessary expectations of yourself, you stop your flow of abundance. Okay. For Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements, why is dependence and obligation their message here from the Akashic Records? So if you're not familiar with the Akashic Records basically holds the history of your soul's journey. And so we're tapping into it at this time to see where the collective needs to move forward, right? All 12 signs. So there's definitely something here for a group of you where you're stuck because you feel like you need to remain tethered to someone or something. Tell me more about this here. It's actually an obstacle. The obligation is an obstacle to your happiness and to your next chapter. Tell me more about this here for Libra. One more shuffle. Thank you. Ace of Pentacles. Everything I said is the truth. Seven of Wands. It is blocking you. Nine of Cups from wish fulfillment. Bottom of the deck, Page of Swords. Okay, let's start to investigate. Ace of Pentacles. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles. Interesting how the Ace of Pentacles has an archway, and the Nine of Cups has an archway as well. And smack in the middle is something or someone that's blocking you. Could be a mindset, pattern, situation, environment, or connection, or maybe even some obligation you feel like that you have to an ex or something like that. Ace of Pentacles. Clarify that Ace of Pentacles here for Libra. One more shuffle. Thank you. Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the King of Cups, the Fool, and the Eight of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Moon. So you've already moved on from this, or you're in the process of moving on from it. So why do you still feel obligated? So energetically, so for some of you physically, you have already moved on from this, and for others of you, energetically you have, but physically you're still clinging to it. We'll go deeper on the message. Seven of Wands. Clarify that Seven of Wands. One more shuffle. Thank you. Seven of Wands, clarified by the Three of Cups, the Magician, and the Six of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Four of Cups. You're not happy with the situation, environment, or connection. You have a new opportunity here, yet you feel obligated to this, I'm going to say person, whether it's professional, platonic, or romantic. Nine of Cups. Tell me about the Nine of Cups. One more shuffle. Thank you. Nine of Cups is clarified by Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords. There you are, whether you're masculine or feminine. And the King of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Temperance. Well, there's obligation. All right, I got to get a little bit more into this. We have a lot of people now on the table. Clarify this for me more, please. I believe that was the King of Cups, the Fool, and the Eight of Wands. Yep. King of Cups, Fool, and the Eight of Wands. Can you clarify that for me further? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Wands, and the Five of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. So you have a new beginning. You have a new opportunity here. Yours for the making, yours for the creating. And you're being, I don't want to say stubborn, not being stubborn. You're being clingy. You're being needy. There's something like that. And I think it's because you're afraid of the new start. I think you're afraid of the new opportunity. I don't really think you want to stay in a partnership. We'll call it partnership, right? Whether this is someone you work for, work with, you know, a friend, a family member, a romantic love interest. I don't think you want to stay in something that is 4 of Cups, 5 of Swords. But it's a comfort zone. It's not comfortable, but it's a comfort zone. And you have this new opportunity now, like here, total fresh start. You know, you can relocate, you can start another job, you can move on from this person, and you continue to cling to them. It's like clinging to a blanket after it's all like, you know, you've had it for 30 years and it's seen better days and it's full of holes and it's dirty. You know what I mean? Like it's just, it needs to be tossed out. It doesn't serve you anymore. It's like filled with germs and it's never been washed. You know, that's what you're clinging to here. Tell me about this 6 of Cups, this person. One more shuffle. Thank you. Knight of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Wands. No, 5, 5, 5, Ace of Wands. No, I'm going to read this a couple of different ways. Some of you have moved on from someone. They're an ex. You have children with them. And you stay tethered to the ex via the children. And the ex causes conflict for you in every relationship you enter since you've left them. And you allow it to happen. And you use the excuse of, well, I'm obligated to my kids. My kids are dependent on me. I mean, look at the deer with the baby doe. So I'm not telling you to walk away from your kids. I'm telling you that you are allowing an ex to keep you tethered to them because of the kids. It's only for some of you. For others of you, you are currently with this person. You're desiring to move on from them, and you allow them to manipulate you. You actually allow it. You allow them to manipulate you to stay in this connection with them, and maybe they use the kids as an excuse. And if they're not using the kids as the excuse, they play victim to get you to feel sorry for them, so you stay. So take the message how it resonates. For some of you, this is an ex that is constantly getting in the middle or causing some type of roadblock. They're blocking you from like connecting to your new person, or they're making a lot of problems in your current relationship. And whether it's your romantic relationship or a relationship you have with your friends, or maybe a relationship you have with family members. So a lot of you have an ex that you allow to run roughshod and like negatively impact your connections, platonic, familial, and romantic. And for some of you, it's because kids are involved. And for others of you, I don't know, this person is still dependent on you, but you allow it. That's what I can't believe here. Like, you allow this person to use the kids to affect your current relationships. You allow this person to use your tie to them or your history with them to disrupt your current connections. And if you're looking to leave this person, it's almost like you allow them to manipulate you to stay. I mean, you know that it's an unhealthy connection. If this message is resonating, I'm not telling you anything you don't know. 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. To clarify who this person is, they're immature, they're erratic, they're impulsive, they're argumentative, they're constantly operating from a state of lack. There's a victim mentality here, and they purposefully manipulate you to stay. They purposefully manipulate you to stay or to stay tethered to them. And if we're not looking at this in terms of an ex or a romantic partner that you need to move on from, then this could be a friend or a family member who keeps you tied to them out of obligation. You know, at least that's what they impress upon you. And if there's nothing like that going on, you're staying at a job that they don't pay you what you're worth. There's arguments, there's backbiting, there's manipulation. They keep telling you it's going to get better. You know, there's the promotion just around the bend. And you stay. You say, well, I'm obligated to be at this job. They count on me. They rely on me. No, they prey. They prey upon you. Whoever this person is or these people, Libra, they prey upon you. They prey upon your good nature spirit. They prey upon your people-pleasing ways. And they either use kids or victim mentality or something like that to guilt you. And look, I could be speaking to Libra. Look, not every person I speak to is a saint. 99% of the people I read for, myself included, are not saints. It's possible at some point in time, maybe you cheated on this person and they just hang that over your head to take full advantage of you. There's something really bad going on here. There's something really bad. There's something really beautiful that wants to come in, wish fulfillment, and somehow, for some reason, it's there. You are so aware of this. It's either it's yours for the taking, like I said, yours for the making, yours for the creating. It is within eyeshot of you. So you know it. You know of the new job. You know of the new romantic partnership. You know of the new friendship. There's something like that here at play. And yet you allow someone to lure you into a comfort zone that is not effing comfortable at all. Okay. I'm going to get off my soapbox now. I want to know what's coming in for you here, because it looks like a stable partnership of some kind, whether in business or in pleasure, is trying to come in for you. Tell me more about that new connection. Tell me more about that new connection. One more shuffle. Thank you. The new connection. The Seven of Cups, Judgment, and the Devil. Bottom of the deck, Two of Swords. That connection isn't going to go anywhere until you handle this person. I feel like I'm speaking to a Libra where you have to be very King of Swords. Very King of Swords. Like if this is an ex, this is okay. We have kids. I see them every other weekend, or you see them every other weekend, and that's it. They have no say in this relationship. They have no say. It's a King of Pentacles pairing up with the Queen of Pentacles. These are two people who are in it for the long run. Your ex, who maybe is needy or is alone, or they haven't connected with someone since you left them, that's not your problem. That's not your problem. You're not obligated to them. You're obligated to the kids. You're not obligated to them. They need to go find their own King and Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you have to call this person out. And they can't hold the kids over you and stuff like that. There's something weird going on here like that. And if you're currently in this relationship and you're trying to get out of it, there's a really beautiful connection waiting for you. But you have to cut this person off. I don't know if you got to file for divorce or you break up with them. You got to stand your ground here and say, like, enough. I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. I'm not going to allow you to rope me back in or to guilt me to stay with you. I don't want to be here anymore. And even, like I said, if you're the one that did something wrong, this is not healing. Healing is not, I'm going to forever dangle over your head what you did to get my way. So what, I don't have to wash the dishes or cook dinner or pay for anything ever again? That's not healing. That's a jail sentence. That's a jail sentence. This could be a meddling friend or a family member that is getting in the way of a partnership or constantly critiques everyone that you're with. Look, Mom, look, Dad, I know that you love me, but I have a right to have my own partner, and you may not agree with them, but this is who I choose to love. This is my Nine of Cups, and you don't have to like them. I'm not asking you to date them. I'm not asking you to sleep with them. I'm not asking you to marry them. I'm not asking you to mother or father children with them. You have someone here that's very meddling and uses some connection to you to keep you stuck, to keep you, I don't know, feeling like you're obligated to them. You're not obligated to anyone but yourself. So you have something really nice coming in. And again, if we don't want to look at this in terms of love, this is your ride or die best friend. They're either in your life now or they're on the precipice of entering your life, but the relationship is not going to go anywhere. You need to call judgment on this toxicity that is happening with this person. Anything else we need to know about this person? And even if it's like a boss, this could be like a future boss, and you're unable to move towards this because you allow a very toxic place of employment to keep you stuck there. Like, I don't know, you're obligated to them. You're not obligated to them. You're obligated to a healthy work environment. What else do we need to? I'm getting so mad at this. So mad. Did you hear my accent? I'm getting so mad at this. What else do we need to know about this Six of Cups person? One more shuffle. Thank you. What else do you need to know about this person? Page of Pentacles, they're immature. Seven of Pentacles, they've been doing this a long time to you. Lovers, they choose to do this to you. High Priestess, maybe they're a Pisces. I have Gemini, I have Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This person knows exactly how to manipulate you in that magician energy. They choose to do it. They've been doing this a long time. This is someone immature who likes taking advantage of you. You're the person who works overtime and you don't ask for time and a half pay. They're going to manipulate you to stay. You can't leave. We're never going to find anyone wonderful like you. It's manipulation to get you to stay. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. So I hope that this reading opens your eyes. You have at least one person here, highly toxic, either using victim, some type of like victim thing here, or dangling something over your head that you did, you know, eons ago, or they're using children. Something like that here is at play. To get you to feel sorry for them, to get you to not move on from them. And they purposefully are sabotaging this that's trying to come in for you. That's what bothers me the most. They're not capable of giving you this. They won't step up and be the business partner you need them to be, the boss you need them to be, the lover you need them to be. They can't even be a decent ex, for those of you who this is an ex, and yet they have the audacity, after everything that they've done and continue doing, to try to prevent you from moving towards something that is solid, grounded, wish fulfillment, and long-lasting. I'm getting angry that they would try to block another human being from that, simply because they can't be that. And that's because they are a Page of Pentacles. They are not a King or Queen of Pentacles. I'm off my soapbox now. Let's get you 3 cards of advice, Libra. 3 cards of advice. I also think this person tries coming across as sweet, naive. Again, playing the victim, you know, lost babe in the woods kind of thing. No, they're not. They're highly manipulative. That's covert narcissist written all over it. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Knight of Wands. There's that Knight of Wands again. This is your advice now. 5 of Cups and 9 of Pentacles. See this person for what they are and go towards your happily ever after. They are not it. That's a meddling boss, friend, family member, ex, your current love partner. You need to bulldoze right through it. You need to get inspired and excited, and get that fire in your belly going. Get excited about the new path, the new person, the new people, the new opportunities here. And whatever this is that they're stirring up for you, you should have none of that. No loss, no regret, no disappointment. I'm sorry, it didn't work out. I'm finding another job. This business partnership isn't working out. I'm going to find a better business partner. This romantic partnership didn't work out. I've got to move on from it. You need to become single, free, independent, 9 of Pentacles from this person. This person is holding you back from your wish fulfillment. And that's, in this moment in time, that is what your Akashic Records wants you to know. 10 of Cups, 2 of Swords, and the Page of Wands. Look at this, immature, trying to block you from what essentially could be your happily ever after. I think the point of this reading was to thin the veil for you, so you can see this person for who and what they truly are. That is what I have for you, Libra, at this time. If you like this message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, subscribe. I just saw the 10 of Pentacles. I mean, maybe for some of you, this person gets money out of you, or that's what they're afraid of losing, some type of financial loss. So for some of you, this person looks at you like you're a piggy bank. Just take that message only if it resonates. That's what I have for you, Libra, at this time. If you like that message, it resonates with you, if you want to claim all or part of it, maybe just found it to be helpful, please be sure to click like, share, comment, subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, good luck with this. Use that God-given spine that you have. And as always, I'm sending you light, love, and peace.